Okay. Just gotta wait for this to pop up. Okay. Just gotta wait for this to pop up. Okay. Everything is good. Um, I wanted to start up a little bit of Robeats and a small stream for it. I wanted to talk a little bit about why I have not been streaming lately, and it is because basically I'm not working and I don't have much time for YouTube anymore. Um, with a lot of stuff going on as well, I don't have too much time. Even this, I really don't have time for because I work today. So I do hope in my free time that I'll be able to start it back up, start going again. I'll play Dungeon Quest in a bit. So yeah, I'll get this thing back up and running once in a while, or try to make time for it rather than just leaving and not posting anything. I am a little quiet here in this because I really don't know what to say too much. I was never a good commentator or anything of the line. Might as well do Dungeon Quest right after this song. Cause this here will kill my hands. That um, okay. I'm gonna change the title to Dungeon Quest really quick. Okay, here, let me. Are you able to join VIP servers? Okay. By the way, my audio may, like, my microphone may be a little off. I did forget a lot of people on here. Who are you again? Because I do think you may have changed your YouTube name possibly over the course of time. Oh yeah, then I definitely know you. I'm trying to think. You're from long back. I do know that. You've been here for a long time. You think Comlux Pain? Come to my place of work. Enjoy taking out 40-pound trash bags. Carrying that thing all the way to the back and then sliding it on the floor to the back. I do not. That could have possibly been somebody else, because I don't remember much. My memory, to be honest, is not good at all. My memory is kind of, well, crappy. How many months ago was that? I'm gonna still be here right away. I'm gonna set my headset down, but I'll still be able to read the chat on what you say. Hey, dogs. Okay. I got check here too, cause I did remove a lot of people, cause of robots and just stuff moving around. So yeah, I'm gonna look through, see if any people got banned during the time. It was 5 hours. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, you are right on here, but I don't remember a lot of things from too far ago. Like anything a week ago, I won't remember it too much. Yeah, it's just how it is. Memory can be a good thing or a very, very terrible thing for me or a lot of people. Mm. Um, you can still post the link in here, and I should be able to still see it and click on it. Unless if it just does not let you, period. Oh yeah, let me click live messages. Now try doing it, cause that might just be top chat that is on. I'm not able to. It such as potential spam may not be visible, so it may not be let me see it because of that. Okay. Um, I'm gonna make you a temporary moderator. So we'll see how that goes. Just so you can send me the link. But if it's a weird link, then I will remove your moderator. It may be automatically blocking it. Does it say anything like Nightbot on your screen? Something about Nightbot? Because I don't know if I completely removed it yet. Okay. Here, I'm gonna make sure to. I'm gonna post it right under Slaying Simulator. Yeah, I can go through here and probably find it. I do know I removed some videos. Yeah. I don't know where it would be at through here because there is quite a bit that I did upload and quite a bit that I did remove. Yeah, I'll look for it later because there is quite a bit that I did remove off of my channel, just sifting through it one day, and I'm just like, it's embarrassing. Yeah. Oh yeah, also, if you haven't seen this yet, Dungeon Quest, I believe on any server you should be able to find rest in peace and your name on a tombstone. Oh, are you talking about like the 3 hour long one? Because remember, my video and my audio is behind a little bit. So by the time I respond to one message, it's a little bit. You been farming or did you quit farming? Cause haha. I've been farming quite a bit too lately. I did have a max SSW, but I traded it for my current set. And not many people know the SSW anymore, but it's Sea Serpent's Wings. I have not been on Underworld in forever. I mostly just been grinding canals recently. Mm. This year is I traded SSW for my armor and my weapon. Yeah. By the way, whenever I say KS or SSW, I am talking about Kraken Slayer or Sea Serpent's Wings. I'm still looking at this tombstone. I can't help but look at it because I just don't know how they do it. Just coding. It's like a mystery to me. I don't really know much about programming or coding. I do know a bit about it, but not a whole lot. Like, I'm super, super basic. Like, I can. Oh, here. Since you did type your username in chat, it's Kami. I can copy and paste it so that it's a bit easier. And also, my link is in the chat for the server. Do I have to do this? No? Do you think you could type your username again, possibly? I can't. You know what? I can find it on the Roblox website. I do kind of want to find this. Huh. Now allowing me to look you up on here. Because Roblox has been acting a little weird lately. Yeah. I just gotta configure it. And there we go. You should be able to join this server. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I was messing around and I accidentally bought an enchant. I think one of these was an accidental purchase. Yeah, here's an easy way to figure out if someone's a Guessing you're on mage. I do. Hey. Uh. You can. Here, accept my trade request. I do think that you could probably pull something off with that. Oh yeah, I could see under your name. I read almost everyone's underneath their name. One of them did trick me. But if you are looking under friends' profile names, you will find some weird stuff sometimes. Oh yeah, Wave. Wave is the perfect one for experience. I have been told many times that it's not that good for gold and loot and stuff. But it's still decent for that for you. So yeah. And I did a few waves, and yes, wave is pretty decent for a lot of stuff. You just gotta get to a really high wave, or a decently high wave. Oh, go into your settings and probably turn your graphics quality down a bit. I usually set that to manual so I can control it when I'm in games. And you can also go into dungeon quest settings and turn off damage. And I've been told that works to clear up a little lag. Ooh. An inappropriate image. I'm pretty sure someone has figured it out. Just like during my prime time on Roblox, before Dungeon Quest, before Adopt Me and everything. I think I was here before Adopt Me. People would actually be able to say whatever they want in chat. And a friend of mine told me it was with a program that you would put text in and it would just put it into uppercase and change the font. And you could say whatever you want in chat. And people would walk up to people and start cussing at them with it. Now that there did not last very long, as you could imagine. Because it did completely bypass the chat. Somebody walked up to me in game and just called me the N word. So you could imagine why they patched that out. Now I do wish that you could say what you want to a certain extent on here, because they do go hardcore with the filtering and censoring on stuff that isn't really necessarily needed. but not like it should be able to say stuff on every. What? I can see you saying, like, well, if you've ever watched Paradise PD, if you ever seen Paradise PD, you would know what virginity is. When I say virginity, which is basically saying shirt that has the it's a state on it, Virginia, and it's a T-shirt. And he's like, I want to sell my virginity, and it's just a Virginia T-shirt. I don't know how to explain it too well, and I don't want to go in too much detail because most likely I might get a community guideline strike. I don't know YouTube's updated policies, which I don't care too much on that. Honestly, I don't care about YouTube's no cussing policy. I can see you cussing up to a certain extent, but they take it a little too far with it. So that's why I do cuss on here. I don't. Yeah. There's just a lot of shit that I will say, and a lot that I won't say. Because, sometimes few good words added on does help put meaning to a sentence. And it takes the dullness out of it, it seems like. Roblox is kind of dying because a lot of the players are moving on to newer and better games. More of, not much better. Roblox has been out for years, since 2006, I think. And basically, it grew and grew and grew. And now they released a lot of great games over the years. And now it's just declined and the player amount has declined. I have not played anything mobile. I do not own a cell phone. Well, I do own one, I just never use it. Because, if I need a ride or something, I can just go on my computer and go to textnow.com and just use that to make a phone call. And then, or text people. Or, well, I'm at work. If I get off work and I need a ride, they'll let me use the phone. So there's really no point in me having one. I have thought of buying one as well. I did think about it, but I don't make enough to keep one on, I would think. And I'm not an expensive phone guy either. I won't buy an expensive phone. Like, I won't buy one. Like, if I buy a phone, it's gonna be at Walmart, and it's gonna be a $50 phone. If it's over 50 bucks, I ain't buying it. It's too expensive. It's not a need for me. Literally, 55 bucks, I don't care. I'm not paying for it. It's too expensive. 'Cause you know that's eating up a good portion of my paycheck. Yeah, think I make minimum wage. I make minimum wage. I work 6 hour shifts each day, so making minimum wage, because you gotta think, because someone did tell me it's not the amount that you get paid or anything, it's the hours that you put into it. I'm not allowed to disclose my paycheck because I have told quite a few people where I work at, but let's just say I make a little bit over minimum wage. And yes, I am talking about minimum wage in United States because it's where I live. So yeah. And if you don't know what minimum wage is, the minimum wage is the minimum wage, I believe, for two people working there just to survive on. And they see minimum wage here is $7.25 an hour. Because it's fast food. $7.25 an hour is minimum wage. Mm, yeah. Most likely, though, the harder the work, the more money you're gonna get paid, or the more money that you make the company, the more you're gonna get paid. So pay does depend on a whole bunch of factors rather than just minimum wage, because they can't pay you under the minimum wage. And yeah. And I don't believe that they pay you less an hour just for underperforming. They just don't give you raises or bonuses. And of course, where I work, the only. Yeah, the government does take tax. Like for me, for my paycheck, let's just say you make, like me, I pay maximum taxes because I don't claim anything. Because I'm a certain age, of course. I don't claim independence or anything. Yeah, they do take some of your money. Like, let's say a paycheck of $120 or 114, you would end up with 107 bucks, depending on taxes where you are at. Not really, because you do gotta pay taxes, because you gotta think how else is the government supposed to have money to fund everything. It does seem like bullshit, though, because I did get taxed, like, I think it was $60 on one of my paychecks. It just seemed like complete bullshit. And it's just like, why? Why are you taking that 60 bucks? Yeah. It's just like, now ain't that some shit? But either way, the more you make, the more taxes you gotta pay. The less you make, you're still paying taxes either way. You just. Roblox, I have never heard of Roblox's tax. Like, maybe like a week or two ago, I figured out that they got rid of the Builders Club ranks and just made it premium. Just call it premium. No, yeah. I just thought that was like a developer sign or something. Like that means somebody is a developer. But nope, when I clicked on upgrade now to see how much it cost again, it just says Roblox Premium and how how much Robux you should expect to get in total, I guess, with that membership. Oh dear lord. Yeah, they can fuck off with that. I wouldn't even sell anything on Roblox at that point. Which I guess it has reached that point. So, since they do that, I guess there's like really no point of trying to buy and sell limiteds then if they just take a 90%, like 90% of it. Cause me, what I use limiteds for is basically I get the ones that I actually like and I'll keep those, and the ones that I don't care for too much for that I get, I'll actually keep them, and when I need the Robux later down the road, I'll sell them. Because usually with each trade that I do, I get a limited that I like, and they also give a few junk limiteds, like what they would consider to be junk to them. Because me, I don't care how much a limited's price is or how rare it is. I just care if it looks nice. Oh, yeah, that is insanely hard for me. I think the max I could do right now is probably the canals with one other person, most likely on insane because, yeah. Now, once everything is maxed, then that's gonna be a way different story. And yes, my gear may be from Steampunk, but as I said, I did a trade for my gear, which was basically Ghastly Harbor's Legend maxed for everything that I have except for my spells. And to be honest, it was a decent trade. Cause legends and stuff, I just see them as the price that they are. I'm not a collector or anything or plan to collect anything. Cause it's like I get it, I don't need it. I'm just gonna give it to someone who can use it rather than just let collect dust in my inventory, just staring at me every single day. And also, you should be able to talk in Roblox, Jack. I think with unless if it's certain numbers and stuff, cause I have to click back and forth. Yeah, see, I just say type in Roblox because I can read your chat here and everything. Unless if it's numbers or something that it tags out for some reason, there's not too much point to putting it in the main chat because it's like a conversation. If you want to, then you can, I guess. Just go in there and put whatever. Yeah, it's more of up to you. Oh, yeah. It's like, uh, Roblox was a bunch of assholes with censoring numbers. Like, you can say some shit on here, like certain fucking things, yet you can't say, like, numbers. And it's like you're censoring a lot of stuff when a lot of the users are actually, or a majority of the users are trying to type that stuff in. And it's like, why are you censoring it when a majority of users are trying to type it or use it? John Doe and Jane Doe was. I do remember a little bit when it was a small thing, but yeah. And I did get some insight on Roblox while doing research on that crap. Like on the 1x crap. Like, you would not believe what people actually stretch the truth on and what they tell the truth on. Because, it's. A lot of people are gonna over exaggerate or tell a white lie or stretch the truth. So, yeah. It really. You can't believe much. I don't even believe much of whatever comes out my own mouth, so why should I believe what comes out of someone else's, you know? Like a lot of crap. A lot of crap I will believe, a lot of crap I won't. So it depends. Just I don't know why I'm clicking back and forth now. No, that has never ever existed. I do know that for a fact because I have been playing Roblox for a really long time. I think I actually played on someone's account. I remember playing on their account during 2007. So I've played then on up. Once I do speak to them again, I'm gonna try and get their account name. Cause me and them, we've been friends since we grew up, basically. And have not spoken in a very long time. But we grew up a little bit together. But even when hackers took over, like a giant corporation is not gonna let people take money from them. Especially in earlier years of Roblox, programmers and coders would easily notice that, fix it, change your Robux back immediately. Or have some algorithm in place to make sure that you purchased it. Because when you do buy Robux, all of the Robux is stored on Roblox's central or main servers. So you cannot get it without purchasing it and having it added to your account. And there's no way to really, yeah. Phone on strike. I am probably gonna have to stop at 11 o'clock though, by the way, just because I do got work at 9 a.m. Only reason why I'm up is because I woke up like drowsy, looked at the clock, saw that it was 8, and I thought that I was gonna be late for work, so I started rushing. Got dressed, then looked at my computer's time, and it said PM. I'm just like, son of a bitch. Because it does suck to wake up too early for work. Because, you cannot see my time in the right hand. I think that's the right hand corner of your screen on my YouTube video, my live stream. Because it is 9:20 p.m. for me. I woke up literally an hour ago. Because I was up. Last time I checked the time, it was like 8:15 when I woke up. When I checked it. And I hopped in the shower really quick. Got out and I was like, oh man, this sucks. Yeah, I'm on, I believe it's, Central Standard Time that I'm in. I think that's my time zone, but I'm not sure. It's like CDT, so that might be Central Daylight Time. Because that's my exact time zone is CDT. Yeah, I think CST is Central Standard Time. I'm gonna love my work today. Cause today I gotta go in at 9 a.m. So, as soon as I'm off work, it's definitely gonna be in the PMs. It's probably gonna be like 5 o'clock. When I get off. Probably 5, and then I'm gonna pass the hell out because I usually my shifts are usually 4 to 6 hours. That's like a maximum shift that I got. I can work full time, which is a full 8-hour shift. I just don't ask for a full shift. Because I can request it. So technically, I guess I'm technically working part time or a little bit over part time. I can work full time. And yes, I'm still in school. But I can work full time any day that I want. I can work over 40 hours a week. Get overtime and everything, but I don't see me going on the grind anytime soon. Unless if I were to get promoted. Then I would have to go on the grind. Which would be like a 9 to 12 hour shift. Because that's why I see a lot of managers working is 9 to 12 hours where I work. And them, instead of getting paid, I think they get paid around the same time as us. Their pay is just not hourly. Oh, if I get promoted, I probably will not be online much at all. Because literally, they can work me probably. They can basically call me and work on a day that I have off. Like if I have a scheduled day off, they can just call me in, from what I've heard. Like if they're low on people, hey, come in, work 12 hours. So I would have like no time for anything. But it would still be nice because I'd be getting from I've read, it's a very good pay raise or pay upgrade. Now, if you were to get, you mean a raise? Like I get a raise? Which would most likely be a 25-50 cent raise, most likely less than that. Because I work in considered a dangerous environment, but not super dangerous. That 25 cents extra, like if I got a 25-cent raise, that would still most likely just go to fucking taxes. That would be like my tax money. Because you don't get raises by the dollar, you get raises by the cents. Which does kind of suck, but it's the way it is. Now, it just depends where you work, though. Because I'm pretty sure if you're doing, like, very dangerous, labor intensive work, then you would probably receive very, very good pay and get very good raises. Okay. Also, probably when you go to Samurai Palace, when you get them, I think the best paying job is like a welder, if I remember correctly, or computer technician. Those are like the top paying jobs that I could think of. Because I think a welder you can make. It's where you weld. It's kind of like soldering, but a different type, and it's much more dangerous than soldering. But yeah, it's basically your instead of soldering computer components or tiny things onto other tiny things, you're soldering sheets of metal together at higher temperatures with a torch. And I do believe in my area you can make $25 an hour starting, or $30 an hour starting. But you do need, I believe, diplomas and certificates and crap like that to prove, hey, I'm not just some jackass with a torch. I know what I'm doing. Robbery, robbery isn't even worth it. And it's not even really a job. Because robbery, in the end, even the best people get caught. Unless if you're too damn good. But you'd basically, starting out on something like that, you'd be basically making nickels and dimes. You'd be taking, like, one of my fucking, like, a general manager at a fast food place's paycheck. Their entire monthly pay. That's how much you would probably get off of a restaurant or a store or a gas station. Banks and stuff, you would probably get shot at, killed, stuff like that. Because, that money is like their fucking bread, and it's basically their bread and butter is everyone's cash. So they're gonna protect it. And, bank robberies, when I hear about them, it's always someone dies. So unless if you're willing to kill for money, then I would say robbery is not worth it at all. And I do not condone it either. I do have to say that. And people who do that crap do risk getting years. They might later down the road. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about legendary spells or what they would be, but most likely, if they do add them, they're gonna be probably very damaging, and you would never have them. Or a lot of people would never have them. Till way later on. I would definitely never have legendary spells. Like, me, by the time I get the legendary, the dungeon is already run its course. Here's the next one. Go ahead, play it. And a lot of some people, they get to take advantage of it because they get a legend like at the beginning of the dungeon. And they just grind the hell out of it and sell stuff on Discord and in servers for a lot of gold. And honestly, if they didn't have a Discord for Dungeon Quest, a lot of shit for gold would be very cheap. Because they would have probably quite a bit of competition of people going into servers and trying to sell stuff, rather than sitting on Discord selling something for the exact price that they want for it. And it is hard to sell on there, don't get me wrong. You have to be like a master at it. And for any legend, it's like 1 billion gold. 1.5 billion gold in one trade. And legendary spells, something like that would be insane. You'd have a crap ton of people grinding them. But spells for now, they're probably the highest they're gonna get is purple, most likely. And also, I don't use a rarity system. I just call it what it is: green, purple, blue, gray, and then you have legendary. Possibly, like they're planning on other planets because Earth is a dying planet. Of course, it's always been a fucking dying planet. But with all the crap that's going on, they believe, last what I heard, is that it's decaying heavily. And that there's massive ass black holes near Earth. But of course, they theorize what a black hole is. They don't know what it is, though, exactly. It could just be something that you get near and it instantly kills you, or it can be a way to travel, or many other things. Yeah, and as the years go on, Earth is going to lose more and more and more materials because people want stuff, they want newer stuff. And once the next hot item comes out, they toss out their previously barely used item and get the next best thing. And it's like, why? Why would you throw away like a good cell phone? Or why would a company make it to where you can't use a good, perfectly good cell phone just so that people have to go out and buy the next one and you're just wasting materials? Because if you're like how I used to be with cell phones is, I didn't trade them in. I just tossed them in the trash because they got very old very fast. Because I kept a phone for a few years. Yeah, like look at these overly crowded, like giant cities. They're overly crowded, or starting to become overly crowded. But you gotta think Earth will not become overpopulated for a long time because science, you may have a good scientific theory, but basics theory is theory. But the thing is, science is, I believe they say nature will balance itself out. So if it gets overpopulated, nature will balance itself out. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Because if humans get overpopulated, they're going to have to produce more food. More food, more food. And it's probably going to come to a point where people are starving and dying off, or people are thirsty and dying off, or something else. I think it's over that because I think it's 10% of Earth's drink water is actually drinkable, or less than 10%. And with them filtering and recycling water, still, Earth has to be slowly losing water because even with filtering and recycling it, you drink the water, and when you use the restroom, which is what they recycle it from, you're not putting out as much as you tuck in. So eventually, water supply has to dry up. But that would be hundreds upon thousands of years. Yeah, but water has to take, I believe, precipitation. So in order to produce water, water has to be present. And it can take weeks upon months for it to even rain again. Because one city that I lived in, they had a water ban. Yeah, let's go after this one, really. Like, I think this one you should get something. I guess. Yeah, you wanna go to Samurai Palace now? And anyone wondering what that free movies thing is popping up? Yes, I do watch movies for free. And most of the time, I'll watch a movie and then I'll buy the movie if I like it. Because it's like, why pay for a stupid movie? Or a dumb movie? Like, you just wasted like $40 on a brand new movie and it's stupid. And yes, I know someone's eventually gonna see this and point this out. I ain't gonna launch it. It's not illegal for me to have it. It's completely legal for this to be on my desktop. And for me to use it from my knowledge. So yeah. It's just illegal for the person who's uploading everything. So to be honest, yeah. I do see piracy as an issue with certain things, but it's like a lot of things don't let you. Like games, I can see why piracy is so big on the gaming industry, is because you have a lot of games that do not have a demo or like a try me type of thing. and people just resort to pirating it. Because piracy, and more of the time, why they don't actually really charge people if a crime is because most of the time when people pirate a game, if they like it, they usually buy it. And then they'll play the game that way. Which, yes, I do not condone piracy on my channel either, even though I do take part in certain parts of it. Okay, let me see what it is. Okay, I'll upgrade it to its spell. Wow, I have not seen glorious mage armor in ages. Eventually, while we're trading multiple times, I will get rid of all these spells that are just in my inventory. Been a long time. Like, I'm just looking at your armor because I have not. Yeah, I've not seen that in forever. Man, it's been a long time for me. A lot of people, they don't really remember their first dungeon on here. Because, you go through hundreds of thousands of them. People go a very long way on this. For me, I kind of remember my first dungeon. It was more of fight one thing and I'm dead because I didn't know how to play the game really. Hmm. I wonder if there's some way to get up onto this to where you can bypass a barrier. Do you think this is possible to bypass a barrier? Or do you think they've already thought of it? Because you can probably get high up enough to where you could do it. I just don't know. And just walk all the way to the boss, kill the boss, and boop. But who knows? Like in a lot of games, you got a lot of glitches and stuff. Like in Resident Evil, don't. Like they may have patched it out, who knows? But I heard in Resident Evil and watched a video on it that you can basically sit there, get a zombie to the top of a stair set, shoot it in the knee, and let it bite your leg at the top of the stairs while facing a certain way, and have it facing a certain way, and you can just walk on the air and skip a good portion of the game by doing a certain set of sequences. And you can skip in basically the entire game. And also, they have seemed to add it on to this map a little. Just more of outside stuff. Because if I remember correctly, I don't remember there being water down there. But who knows, it could just be a long time for me. Alright, I'm just looking at this map now. From what the memory, they did change it a bit. Like if I remember correctly, you could come way over here, jump up in one of those holes, and just walk on the top and be completely safe from everything. But it was very hard to do because there are invisible barriers. I just can't help but look at like the water and the shadows and stuff. I don't even remember Roblox having shadows for players. I just noticed that. Like there's a player shadow. Yeah. I do spike up here and there, looks like. The Dungeon Quest streaming is basically dead nowadays, I think. Because, there's not billions of people looking for cows and stuff anymore. And a lot of people did take advantage of it, like streamers stealing people's crap and taking off. So it's pretty much a dead thing to do now. Oh yeah. Whatever shit from there should be useful for you, I think. I will eventually get rid of all these infernal strikes. As I said, over the course of time, it is doable. I'm gonna check the weather really quick. Make sure it's not. I'm just gonna check the weather really quick. Make sure it's not gonna rain. So I'm gonna hide my desktop screen. Because it does say where I live. And I'm screwed. Uh, are you serious? Tomorrow, Sunday's gonna. It's still Saturday. Sunday's gonna suck. That wind is 13 miles an hour. And it's gonna be a crisp 90 degrees. Like starting out in. Yeah, before I leave, it's gonna be like a good 70, slightly go up, and then it's gonna go back down. Damn. Damn. At least the wind isn't gonna be strong. I just say that because, I ride a bicycle to work. So if the wind's too strong, I can't pedal. Or it's harder, much harder to pedal. So today, well, as soon as the 20th hits, which is gonna be a nice, awesome day because I'm gonna get my paycheck, it's gonna be awesome. But the thing is the wind is going to suck. Now I'm thinking, because they do need people up there. Cause I can't take a short day or anything, so I just gotta see if it's gonna rain. Cause if it rains, I can't make it to work. No matter what, I can't make it. No matter how badly I want to. And also, if it rains, another thing is, I'm gonna come home with most likely nothing on or all the times reset. So I just hope it doesn't rain. And of course, it just sucks. It just sucks. I should have checked all this shit. And now I'm fucking excited again. I am excited again because I realized I'm getting paid. The only thing that sucks is I'm getting paid on a, like, every days that I get paid is like days when banks are closed and I can't cash my check. So it sucks that wise. Cause I heard almost any job pay, all job pay when banks are closed. I'm fucking excited now. Ah, damn it. I'm excited because of payday. Like it's like time to receive like your tiny paycheck. Yet it's good. Like money's money. Like you can't refuse it. It's fucking cash. You need it in this modern day and world. No matter how big or small of the amount. Because in order to do anything in the modern day and time, you need cash. Like, it goes all the way down to wiping your ass that you need cash to do. Like, from there to sleeping, eating, drinking. It all requires money. I'm just I'm just excited. But then I have bills. It's like bills. Those bills. They can't wait to suck my paycheck up. Cause I gotta pay internet, which kinda sucks. It's like I could either have extra money or no internet and a lot of boredom. So it's like fuck. It's one of the things that I have to pay. Which I really don't care too much about. Bill's the best thing. Best thing. Oh, now I got the rumblies. This is my stomach either telling me that I'm hungry or I'm gonna have a very bad time glued to a toilet in the next 5 minutes. Or more than that. I have no clue when I'm gonna be glued to that thing. Oh, you're not gonna stand on your gravestone? Your own gravestone over here? So I can get a screenshot? Yeah, let me get a nice little screenshot. Whoop, that's a video. And now there's a screenshot. A video and a screenshot. Something to take up my hard drive space. That's why I don't record anything. I always stream. Because for one, I don't know how to edit down to the good bits. Because my editing skills completely suck. And two, I don't have very much hard drive space. I have a shit ton of games. And some of them are pretty large games. So, yeah. After this, mm, uh, yeah, let's continue, I guess. My my stomach seems to have settled. I hope I don't have this crap at work. I just really hope not. I was gonna say that I was gonna go to the restroom just in case if I'm about to throw up. Because this is my stomach telling me either acid reflex is fucking with me. Up. Nope, it's telling me food and I'm gonna be on the crapper. Because usually I eat at work because they offer a free meal, but I didn't get I didn't get one today because I just called for a ride and left. And also, I only worked for like an hour and so many minutes, or like 2 hours. So yeah. But I might. Nah, I'm not gonna microwave something. I was thinking of making a hot pocket, but that just sounds like a terrible idea. Cause yesterday I tried to eat one and it messed with acid reflex. Yeah, but it's Trey, and I'm gonna rush into the restroom and I'll message and make some food. And I'll message you when I'm back on, cause it shouldn't take more than like, you know, I'll stay on till 12 just because I can, and still get a few good hours of sleep. Okay, I'll message you probably around 11:20 or so, maybe a little bit earlier. It just depends on how long it takes me to cook food and everything. Oh yeah. And also, you can't keep your moderator rank. Just whatever you do, remember you fuck you fuck up a lot of shit, and I will remove it and have to spend hours upon hours. Yeah, it's gonna take about an hour to do shit because I do want to eat and everything. You gotta say whatever you want and chat for the last as like the last message because the whole thing has been your messages. It's probably about an hour and 10 minutes. I don't know. Could be less. It just depends on cooking times and stuff. Okay, so I'll see you then. Any feel last words for the ending of the stream? Well, last messages more of.
Okay.